Alright YouTube, this is gonna be a video about Azure Vault 26. I'm just gonna quickly show the route. Sorry, this is wrong. This is what we did yesterday, but this is not the ideal route. Actually changed this a bit around yesterday. And we'll go through the video.
If anyone wants to, you can attack the vault.
Gonna mute now. We're starting off with lusting the first pull and trying to coordinate stops. This is on a raging Quaking week, Fortified. Such stupid amounts of damage coming in there. What I'm doing is I'm personally trying to stop the first 3 Crystal Furies as I pre-communicated with the group. This is with unknown players, by the way. I haven't played these people in general before, with the Shadow Priest ones maybe. Then we're coordinating more stops like Roar and so forth. I'm just trying to stun everything to begin with, and then we've got plenty of things to stop with that is out of DR, like Roar, Shadow Priest, Sphere, Sunder, Knock Up, Blinding Light, I think. Here I'm pulling 2 more Lashers as well. And here we're coordinating AoE kicks. Like I'm saying, I've got the first ones and I'm just kicking until there's more than 1 cast going off at the same time, then I'll stun. And I missed that cast due to losing aggro. This is my bad. And I think we're beaming the next one. And really whatever, I think we can speed this up. There's no reason to go at it at 1 times the speed. Pretty sure the Shaman is doing his best. I'm not sure if he actually is doing his best to funnel the 3 down, but he should be. He should be funneling the 3 down and killing Lashers. Stay SAP full damage, but most damage on 3. Right now I'm telling them to go in LOS at square mark for the next pull, because I'll be pulling the next pack back. I'm just going, I'm making sure I have my leap ready. If not, I would call for a grip from the priest.
It will surprise you to learn that I am not.
And we're just losing the cast. If you do end up getting the cast from the 3 on you here, you can spell reflect that if you're a pro warrior. Otherwise you have to make sure that the hero is ready to dispel you. And same, I'm saying that I've got the first stuns. And I'm pretty sure we're beaming next, and then we've still got Roar, we've got Fear and Knockups and so forth. It's a giga safe comp. The ideal comp for this route would be Shadow Priest Rogue, and dependent on what week, since it's raging, we've got at least a Boomy, which is very much needed, otherwise we would be fucked at the end against the Draconids. Here I'm also communicating, saying that the Shaman gets the first kick on the first 3, then the Paladin takes the second 3, and I'll take the last 3. These mobs are kinda interesting, not interesting, but you wanna kind of be aware about your movement. First of all, don't get hit by the saplings, they're gonna fuck you up. Second of all, you kind of want to try to stand in the mobs a bit, try to let the puddles be inside them, and that you would have to move as little as possible afterwards. To me, it feels like it makes a pretty big deal. Obviously, you can try to stack up to minimize space used, and that is dispellable in case you do miss kicks. I am trolling a bit on the first boss as well, because it feels like we've got weird placements of trees, that they are rather close, no, rather far away from each other, and a lot of the times I'm not getting a furthest away one, like here, not getting the far away one, and I am communicating, hey, I'm taking this place over here, but then someone else is going, and he's going all around, and then we just end up taking that on 2 people when it would have only been 1. But we're rallying, and we're also aura mastering, so we're fine. They also used the defensive, so we overkill that for sure. That was a big overkill. Yeah, I think you can jump to increase your area of effect by just a tiny bit. I don't think I'm not sure if it actually works or not, but seems like it might. Nothing else, I'm usually just trying to do it to try to make sure. I'm not sure if I'd say that, Mars, but sure. And here again, see, I'm doing this kind of weird, but I should be able to get these 4, yeah. This is really hard if the saplings would die at the same time, so it could be a good thing to try to maybe fear them at that point or something if they would be lower, that they would move out of your place, because I could not move there, then I would have missed the tree, right? You really want to keep in mind to always spell effect the infused strike here, and if you fuck up your spell effect, I'm pretty sure you can kite the boss and he's not gonna cast it unless he's in melee range of you. Again, I'm fucking it up. Just getting 4, which is 4 is fine, it's a fine amount to get, but it's just that I'm getting kind of bad ones. I'm going the wrong way, and he's gripping me into totem. No, I agree, Mars. There's one reason to it, but then again, you're also gonna end up being very cluttered as a group inside when trying to get everything, so overlaps might happen. That's what I've felt, at least at the start when doing that. And there should always be one direction that you can get the middle pack and another pack. When we're killing these, since we don't have a rogue, I wasn't gonna say like, hey, we're gonna skip this or whatever, you know, just kill them. I've also coordinated for the next pull that, I'm sorry, I'm gonna chill a bit here. This is a pretty bad timer for the patrol, but I'm saying, hey, we'll kick this and we'll try to move them up a bit and we'll pull the patrol in whenever they're coming. And I've also communicated with the shaman that he's always gonna kick the seal on the rune seal keeper, the root, sorry, that is. And we're trying to coordinate AoE stops as well on the sleeps. And just keep on losing threat sometimes here, since we don't have a fix or anything else. A bit naughty. Everything here is almost reflectable, by the way. I'm not sure about the sleep, but the heavy tome, the arcane bolts, and the condensed frost. Next pull is bloodlust. I feel like it's a pretty good bloodlust pull. One giga thing with having a paladin healer is that he can use freedom on someone in melee, and they can stay in during the crystal trasher, because it's only dealing damage if it's actually roots, but since they are immune to roots, no, they're not gonna take damage. We're trying to coordinate the crystal fury stops, but it's not going that great, and he's very close to actually dying from the frontal here, him as well. But we're fine, we're alive. I think this is a very good pull to lust in general, on fortified weeks at least. Makes it go a lot faster and a lot safer that way. The reason why you need a Shadow Priest to do this specific route is because you're skipping the first Draconid. However, you cannot skip that without a Shadow Priest, you just mind suit them and then run past. No, we do play frogs. I do not do those roads, those are fucking shit, mate. Then we're jumping down, we're taking the book back over, and we're just doing 2 packs, this pack and the next one. I'm chilling a bit until they are coming over. And we want to funnel down the arcane construct because it's got plenty of HP and it's a shit efficiency mob. Want to look out for that frontal, don't get hit like I did. Pretty sure I might have been dead there unless I would have spell blocked. Huh. Just fucking lucky basically. Didn't mean to spell block that thing, it was just everything else. But with everything being enraged, this pack does hurt. And there's plenty of movement and plenty of stops that needs to be made, but in general it's a pretty easy pack. No frog is busy lel. I do not like doing this pull bigger. On a tyrannical week I would maybe open up to the idea of taking one additional pack of constructs in, but be careful with these guards, they fucking slap, man. Look at the ice cutter. Well, that first one is fine, I probably parried it. That was also fine, but they still fucking hurt. Still fucking hurt, man. I'm trying to look out for the attendants and always trying to stop that since we've got the shaman kicking the root. And I'm playing this rather safe in general, we've got a pretty good timer. And we're also skipping the guards here instead of skipping the frogs downstairs. But we're playing one guard to not pulling during boss. Usually I would play the entire room, but with a paladin healer I feel like it's hard to move away from the pack whilst getting healed, you know, because I might be outranging him or whatever, I don't know. I'm not too used and not too comfortable with paladin healers, so I didn't want to risk anything by playing overly aggressive. And here I'm stopping all three us at the start, and I'm just kiting the breath because I do not have any defensives whatsoever. Got rally and demo shout, but that's not enough to stay safe during the breath. And he should be sacking me on next one, but now I'm just kiting again. And I spell block as soon as it comes up because I shouldn't need it against anything else here apart from that one. And we're taking the last pack. I'm going for the pack whilst they are finishing the lieutenant. I might as well pull it closer to them and get a reflect off and stop this. We're also getting the guard in. If I would have thought about it sooner, I would have just taken it insta, but it's also fine. I would also chain it with boss if I had more defensives, but I don't really have anything whatsoever, so just waiting and letting him drink up. He fucking hurry. And with one sooth only, these packs are scary. The guards fucking hurt. Here I'm always turning the boss away from the group, and I've called for the shaman to kick the first cast every single time. And then I'm trying to look out for it a bit extra to allow others to actually focus the boss instead. And here you might want to stay as a group to actually allow the healer to have an easier time healing you. And things like AG or Vampiric Embrace and such is just insane on this boss. Isu, we made a new account. Also the frontal on this guy, it's an AoE, it's a frontal, it hits other people as well. But it also fucking hurts, right? So I'll use any mitigation, but it's magic damage, so most things work, like spell effect, demo shout, spell block, dual, fast stand. Use something. And there I fat finger a fucking leap and almost kill our paladin healer. But I also leap just perfectly enough. I have nothing to do, I'm sure there's plenty of things to do. I'm gonna fast forward a bit. We are getting even one more phase, that is why our timer is not that great. Or actually, that is why. Because we should have had the boss a bit lower. Oh, she's popping. That's maybe fine that she's popping here, I don't know. I don't know, druids. I shouldn't say. But it is rather close to actually just getting this phase. It's gonna be like 2 million once it's getting the shield up. So that's kind of sad, but still time, so it doesn't matter, right? Just finish this up as any previous one. Just gonna fast forward. And as you can see, we have got those 2 guards over there. We skipped those. Mind soothing this. I've called for Nagura to go and try to pull the Draconid. However, it's in a very bad spot, so we're just lusting this in a bit. You really want to watch out with Threat here. And as soon as they're stacked, try to get a Dragon Roar out, because that's gonna help you a lot. The highest AV is 27, I think. And this is a pretty cringy spot to actually tank them in. I should probably be more outside, but who did it? I don't know. I think and then those did it 2 weeks ago. Now on these stairs you want to be careful, because when you're jumping and you have frogs on you, if they leap whilst you're midair, if they target you whilst you are midair, it's not going to be a ground effect on it. So if someone else runs over there, it might just be same time and then they're dead. And I think we're taking rest. No, we've got the Draconid here, so we're just funneling the Draconid down and then we're taking rest. And I think this is the Giga suit that she's doing. No, it's the next one. The next one. It's a very, very close enrage. On the next one, not on this one, but on the next one. This is fine again. Killing the Draconid, then we're chaining. Everything else is really not an issue. You might want to check your bleed stacks down, use Stoneform or call for a bleed removal or a defensive. You get too many. Here I should honestly just have removed it. And I fucking pressed it when it was 0 seconds. No, I wouldn't say so. I should have pulled the frog already instead, because we are also as pulling it. So again, we are focusing the Draconid. We want it dead ASAP. And I'm gonna slow down because I want to see how close the suit is. Garmin dies for whatever reason, I'm not sure. I'm gonna slow down even further. It's 5 seconds and the Draconid is at 35%, 33, 32. It's actually that's actually insane. I do coaching, yes. Look at this. The cast is going off. It's enraging here. No, I'm not coaching right now. This is just a YouTube video. You want to screenshot this? That would be a one shot for most people. I'm actually not sure. By the looks of it, we would have probably been fine. Let's speed it up. No, the priest would have been dead. Fuck, Fabi. How bored are you actually? I see Bay right now. Let me do this. Right, getting back up to 1.5. However, that was a fucking clutch. That's insane that you actually got that suit. When we mind soothing these, the other option is to actually just pull them as a tank or as a rogue or anything. But if you don't know if anyone else can do it, I would pull them to the side and I would let everyone else pass, and then I would suicide and get rest on the other side. On this boss, I would recommend trying to allow melees be close for the boss. Like ideally you would have 1 or 2 max 3 melees, and if you have 2 only, you can easily have a full uptime on the boss. Alright, fucker. You're opening your vaults, Jared. So always try to not, this is not a good positioning, but doing a bit weird and it might take some practice from group to group. However, this is good. For example, a bit tight, so I'm moving out, and then I should have moved back in, but it's a bit too close, so I just stayed where I was. But ideally the 2 ranged would be on the outer side. For example, like I'll show it on the next one. Hog. That's nice, Jared. I got 421 tier set legs. Ideally, I would be over here. Healer would be here. Shaman here. Shadow Priest here. And Nagura here. Space is really not an issue here, at least not on fortified weeks. Also the Icy Devastator, you can use Vanish, Shadow Meld, I think Spell Effect even, amongst other things to stop the cast. Yeah, Feign too. If anyone actually plays Hunter anymore. Cake. I'm just gonna jump down because for whatever reason when I'm taking the book I'm always gonna be the last one. So I'm just jumping down instead, waiting for everyone to come down, and I'm pulling the boss. 4 minutes, we've got plenty of time to kill this on a fortified week. We should really not have an issue whatsoever with the shards. What you want to consider here is look at when I'm spell affecting, and I know that I am doing it at least as soon as he starts casting, my spell effect is triggered. It's very tight. You have to pre-cast it. You cannot do it the last millisecond, and you won't get it up for the next one unless you're really fucking lucky with timers. You can see I spell affected 2 in a row. I should get about like, well, I don't know, 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 maybe in a row. I am missing 1 or 2 though, and I'm almost dead at some point on this boss because I'm fucking it up and being greedy. That's 3 in a row. And we got shards, and I'm always trying to look for wherever I can go to be safe. If there are the arcane balls coming from me, I usually leap away into a distance to not fuck it up for others. But we've got 2 ranged classes, so these shards should not be an issue at all. I would still recommend trying to save your roar and maybe pots for it. Just help out, because it's really the only thing that has to happen here. We've got plenty of time. I'm going for that one. I'm using a shield wall to not take too much damage from that arcane orb. I'm still ready to leap away in case I would have to. I'm still reflecting that one. Next one I think I am failing, and that's the one I'm almost dying on because I'm also in battle stance. Being a greedy fuck. Yep, didn't get it. That is insanely close. Look at that. I'm just gonna replay it once more. I'm sorry. 738. No, I should have spell blocked. But that's what I'm saying, Mule. I was waiting for the spell effect because I thought I would have it, but I didn't have it. That's with no pain up too, Jared. At 155k no pain as well. You know, Mule. At least I know to spell block arcane missiles, though, right? Heck. And we also, lust came up perfectly for these shards, so we popped lust on the shards because it's the only thing we had to care about still. 1 minute to do 20% of the boss with bloodlust up. It's more than fine. What you want to consider as a support warrior here is that avatar is removing your slow stacks. You also have leap, you have charge, to the shards if needed, and so forth. But I would always try to save my leap as a panic and as a additional panic stone form. But I would recommend keeping stone form for in case if you get the debuff and the healer is busy with something else. Alright, this was an Azure Vault 6. In the description I'll leave 3 different routes, one with a Shadow Priest and a Rogue, one without Shadow Priest but with a Rogue, and one without Rogue but with a Shadow Priest. Thanks for watching.